Originally, when we invited Ted to our school, we planned on having a one-night evening, a presentation by Ted, and inviting parents, teachers, and teachers from the teacher training program that we have in our area. And after the first presentation, parents were so excited. There was a lot of talking in the halls. A lot of people came up to me and thanked me for inviting Ted. Ted understands that boys are developing, of course, over the course of their childhood, and that we don't respond the same way to a very little boy that we respond to a boy who's going through the 9 or 10-year change, or to a boy who's approaching adolescence. His understanding of child development is very consistent with what we understand in our work in Steiner schools, and that's really exciting, since so much in our culture is not taking that into consideration. Working with Ted, we realized that the teachers in our school and the parents were not imagining things when we talk about how we're living in a time where it's hard for boys to grow up and to know what it means to be a man. There are lots of people who are experts on boys, on kids, on growing up, but Ted really made the ideas that he had very practical and very accessible. Ted gives exercises that you can practice privately: breathing, centering, monitoring your own emotional reactions, that are just brilliant. I think one of the great things that we learned, and that I heard about from one of the parents of one of our older boys, an 11-year-old I think he was that this idea of boys expressing their sensitivity and how they're feeling through their behavior rather than verbalizing what they're feeling. And I think in particular some of the moms really went home immediately after the lectures and started engaging with their boys differently, rather than a lot of discussion, being much more succinct and paying attention to their body language and to their tone of voice and to where they were in relationship to their son physically. And working with Ted, all of us were really excited to share our experiences and observations and to hear about his professional work with boys. And he has spent many years listening to boys and could help us to consolidate our understanding of what it is that boys are showing us in their behavior and what they're asking for. Let's get serious about how we meet the needs of boys. We all want a society that is more peaceful, that is more human and humane. And how can we do that without meeting the needs of our boys?